So I don't usually like to make any kind of video or even take pictures documenting anything about my life, but I'm undergoing a new kind of interesting journey that I kind of want to have saved somewhere. So here's the background. I have, this awesome game table that I made about a year ago, but I don't really have great chairs for it. These crappy red fabric ones are what we use for our dining table, and we just kind of move them over when we need to for gaming. So I want a dedicated setup for it. Well, I recently went on a bit of a high-end office chair research craze because I work from home and wanted to upgrade my own situation. So I did a lot of research over a couple weeks and found out a lot about some of the very popular chair brands out there. One of which is Steelcase. That's the brand. The chair I got is Elite, which is over here. But I don't really want that chair for my game area. I feel like this is a bit too, noticeable, draws too much attention. But Steelcase makes another chair called the Amia. It's like a step down from the Leap and has a much more basic design, but it still has like the same build quality and just about the same adjustability. So I thought, hey, these are really expensive chairs. They're like $1,000 new and like $500 if you get them professionally refurbished from a really good company. So I was like, okay, maybe if I go on Facebook, Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever, I can, thanks Mango, I can, get some used ones, maybe from people who don't know what they have, because the Amia is not a particularly fancy looking chair at first glance. So I started doing that hunt, right? Constantly going on all those places, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, OfferUp, trying to find posts of people selling Amias for really cheap. One of the good things about the Amia chair is that the refurbishers that I mentioned before, they actually make a really reasonably priced upholstery upgrade kit. You can send in your seat and back pads, and they will give you new ones with custom fabric, brand new foam, and it costs like $200 per chair. Not that bad, considering these are like $1,000 new and $500 if you get the whole chair from that same company. So I was not getting very far in my search for those used chairs until I found a particular auction website called Cal Auctions, very local here. They host massive auctions for whoever wants to put up their junk. And at the week I was looking, the week I found them, they happened to be running an auction for the San Diego Community College District. Massive auction, hundreds of lots, many of them office chairs. Now, I don't know what's going on. I feel like normally these auction runners, like I look at the other posts, and they're pretty detailed about what is in each lot. Give people a good idea of the value in the lots. But I guess for the office chairs, they just don't give a shit at all. I guess people don't really like them, which makes sense. I mean, it's fabric, foam, who God knows who sat in it and done what in it. But anyway, as I was going through those posts, it was clear that they were putting really good chairs, like hiding them in lots of garbage. I saw one lot that had 13 blue chairs, like just vaguely organized by color. And that was the description: 13 blue fabric chairs with wheels. That's it. And like most of those chairs were garbage, but then one chair in the very back of the lot, couldn't even see it from the first lot picture, is a Steelcase Gesture, seemingly in pretty good condition from the picture. And the Steelcase Gesture, that's Steelcase's best chair. That's like a $1,400 chair new. So I was like, okay, maybe we'll be able to find something here. I'm going through the lot, so I was like, okay, this lot has like a human scale Freedom. That's also like a $1,200 chair new, but the rest is junk. Let's keep going. And then like at the very end of the auction, like the very last page, I find one particular lot. 8 red fabric chairs with adjustable arms, plastic base, and casters. It's 8 Steelcase Amia chairs. I looked at the pictures, they seem okay, nothing is obviously cracked. Maybe a few of them have upholstery that looks bad, but that's okay because I'm getting them reupholstered. So I only need like half of them to work out. So I was like, all right, we're in business. I put a $3 per chair starting bid. I think this auction had been already going on for like a week and a half. By the time I jumped in, there were like 5 days left in the auction. I was the first one to bid at that point. And a couple days go by and I see no other interest in the lot. I was like, okay, wow, I might get these chairs for super cheap. On the very last day, like 12 hours to go, finally someone ups my $3 per chair bid to $3.25. I'm like, oh, I got some competition. So we'll have to see how that shakes out. So my plan was to not do anything until the very last minute. At which point I set a maximum bid of $30 per chair. That doesn't mean that I bet $30 per chair. That meant that I would allow the online auction system to automatically up my bid up to $30 per chair if someone were to outbid me. I was like, okay, I hope that's enough. Hopefully this isn't a guy who also knows what these chairs are. Maybe they work for a company that professionally refurbishes chairs and are looking for cheap models to up their stock. Because I figured I wouldn't, have the money to compete with someone in that business. And I did see them try to, they started pushing the bid a little bit. But I guess they didn't care that much because they stopped at $5 a chair. So I got my 8 Steelcase Amia chairs for $40. Paid another $10 in taxes and fees. I was gonna rent a Home Depot truck to bring them over. I kind of expected to probably spend like another $100 on that, 50 to 100 based on how long it would take me because I do it by hour. But then I called. The auction place worked with a local shipper. I called them and they said, we'll get all 8 chairs to you for $85. Cool. So currently I'm out $135. I have 8 new chairs coming in 2 days. My total cost now is $17 per chair. Hopefully I'll have some more good updates after I get them and actually check them out. Because, I did buy them sight unseen except for the pictures. But I'm very optimistic. They're supposed to be really durable chairs that last a long time. So we'll see how that goes.